Welcome to Diva Spot. 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 You're tuned in to that on the spot diva. From east to the west coast, her grind's off the meter. That blog talk Shira. Products log on and tune in, cause the lines might be tied up. I love it, boy, you already know. You're listening to the only Diva Spot Radio.
Well, what's going on, Dimes and Divas, and welcome to Diva Spot Podcast Lounge, the space where we talk real struggles, and the real glow up. I am your host, Diva Ebony B, and today we're diving into a conversation about motherhood, transformation, and the power of living liquor-free. I got a phenomenal guest in the lounge today, Michelle Brinson, honey, who just celebrated 1 year of abstinence from alcohol. She's sharing her journey, the challenges, the wins, and how this decision has shifted her life as a mother and as a woman. Now, if you ever thought about making a life change or a lifestyle change, this is the episode for you. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the page while you are here, and be sure to follow me at all the social media networks at Diva Ebony B. I am super excited to be here, and I'm super excited to have my guest on today on the Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. Now listen, I know you guys been waiting on it. I know you guys have been very, very patient. And I'm here. I'm here to give this to you. I want you guys to put your hands together, give a warm welcome to my guest, Michelle Brinson, who's going to bring live on stage. Michelle, what's going on, Miss Brinson? How you doing?
Hi, I'm blessed and highly favored. How's everybody doing?
Hey, we doing good. Now, you guys are here on YouTube. You're on Facebook watching us. You are on Instagram. You can comment right here. If you go to YouTube, it's better to go to YouTube. But you can comment, ask questions, share some love, give your feedback, and share your story here on Diva Spot Podcast Lounge with me and Michelle. Now, Michelle, welcome to Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. Let's talk about it. What led you to this decision?
When I realized that I had given up on life, I was here. I was here and I was walking around and I just wasn't living anymore. I don't know if you ever seen that movie Click with Adam Sandler, but how he would fast forward and his life would keep going, but he wasn't living any of his life. That's how I felt, and I just knew it was time to make a change. I was missing out on a lot. I missed raising my kids, my girls, even though I was there and I was taking care of them. I wasn't spending that time I needed to spend time with, and it was hurting me. I was just hurt.
I love that. So, I'm glad that you're being very transparent and coming on the show, coming on the lounge to talk about this and how it has impacted your life and how things have been changing. And my next question is, what was your relationship with alcohol before?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
When I say what was your relationship with alcohol before you decided, how did it come about? Like,
I was just seeing people drinking it. Like, that was the thing to do. I was in Jersey with my family, ended up having to go back to Michigan, and everybody around me was drinking. It was what everybody was doing. So I said, hey, let me try it. And from that, I was 16 years old. Started at 16. So a good 2 decades of drinking.
2 decades. Wow. So again, congratulations on this milestone, this celebration, this new change of life, and how I'm super excited. And bear with me, Michelle, because I'm so excited that this is happening.
You've been waiting for this show. I know excited how excited you are. You got 1,000,010 questions. I
Yes.
know.
Well, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the growth. And remind you, I didn't say ugly because there's always the good, the bad, and then there's some growth that happens. So, what was the toughest part of your first few months of being
The
alcohol free?
toughest part was actually because I did a 30-day program. I was there for
Mm,
27 days. I started to try to get out at day 8.
mm,
But I was missing my daughters. Like I cried. I cried every night. It
mm.
was very hurtful and painful. I missed them. And they had accomplished so much in the 27 days I was gone because I didn't miss a milestone. So, but it was being away from my daughters that really stuck out for me. And I said, I can never do that again. Just having that time away from them. I didn't sit right. It didn't feel right. But
Now we're
after
talking.
that,
Go ahead.
but then after I got out, the first couple of months I was in a fog. Everything was very blurry. It's like
Mm.
I'm 37, but it just felt like I was starting all over and just learning things all over again. So yeah, the first few months after rehab, my mind started clearing up and I started getting out of that fog that I was living in.
I love it. How did motherhood play a role in you keeping your commitment to stay alcohol free?
So my daughters wouldn't have to see, because me as a drinker, I get this look, so you can tell that I am. It's you can't really hide it. So, I didn't like the way my daughters looked at me, especially my oldest. Like she'll just look at me and she'll look in my eyes and she just have this sad look in her face, and I don't want to disappoint them again. you
Mm.
know the youngest, she don't fully understand everything, but I don't want her to have to experience it the way her older sister had to.
Oh, I love that. And big flowers, big diva love for you for that, for having that strength and recognizing it because there's just some people who don't recognize it and they're still in the fight. They're still in the fall. And unfortunately, children have to experience that and grow up or deal with, some traumas that you may have had as a child or we may have had as a child and then our children have to deal with it. But again, big diva love for you recognizing that. We're talking about the good, the bad, and ugly. You're right here, right now, with my special guest, Michelle Brinson. She is celebrating 1 year free of alcohol. Woo! Honey, this is the glow up journey. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend that we're live right now on the Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Michelle, I'm going to get into my last question on the good, bad, and the growth is: did you face any outside pressures like social events, friends, or even old habits as you were on your journey?
uh, for me, alcohol has always been a mental thing and not a chemical thing. So I knew once I realized how I felt, which I felt great once I got the liquor out my system, and I knew that I would be able to keep maintaining it. So with that, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming for when I'm around my family because they like to party. So when I'm around them and I see them doing it, it's like but then I think about, like, nah, we don't want to go back down the route, the road we just came from. And so a lot of praying and a lot of some tools I got from rehab. My favorite one is, I won't drink today, but I drink tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So it's just, I repeat that to myself and I pray and I just keep looking towards the future and what'll happen if I was to backtrack.
Oh, I love that, man. That is beautiful. I won't drink today. I will drink tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. And it's a great way to keep yourself focused and keep yourself prepared because you're saying the next thing the next day. If tomorrow never comes, like And I love that. What are some other tools that you took from rehab that you feel like has been very impactful on you staying alcohol free?
Honestly, it really wasn't much of rehab that keeps me. Thinking about rehab makes me wanna, but no, it's more so my family. Just to see how proud my family is of me, and a promise that I made to myself, and the talk me and God had before I decided to step into rehab. That's what keeps me going, and not having my girls see that side of me again. I don't want that. It wasn't pretty for them, and it wasn't pretty for me, and I don't want that for none of my family. Honestly, I've had the biggest support system in the world, and I don't want to mess that up because I decided that I wanted to go take a couple of shots for what? Nothing. Now, a year ago, I might not have said that. I would have been the one. Let's go.
Have you seen any physical changes or anything change in your body, with yourself since you decided to become alcohol free and have maintained that for 1 year now? 1 year to this day. Is 1 year to this day?
Yes, 1 year to the day. This is the day that I took my last shot, my last drink, and it was the day that I let my family know 1 year ago that we went out to dinner, and I said, it's time. They looked at me and they said, here we go again. But I said, it's time, and I meant it. But yeah, before I decided to give up liquor, I actually had a health scare. I started developing fatty liver tissue. And it got to a point where I will just on time, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I just throw a bowel. So I don't have to worry about doing that no more. I still have to go to the doctor to check up my liver and see where we at with that. But also, I've lost weight. I don't have all that alcohol fat on me. So I'm slimming down, getting my shape back. I'm about to be out here. Summer 2025, I'm out here.
I love it. And, I've been I'm so grateful and Michelle is my cousin, and I'm so grateful. And we grew up together, and then somewhere along the way, as adults, we had a gap in growing up with each other. But it's been so great to see how your attitude has improved, how your confidence has improved, how your relationship with us has improved, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's so inspiring because it makes us want to say, you know what, wow, you are losing weight. You losing weight in your waist, your face. Of course, the booty always gonna be there, but
booty gonna stay. I'm getting rid of some of my jiggle.
Girl, no, I'm just playing. But I'm excited for you. We're gonna go ahead and pay some bills. We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna get more into the journey of strength. And with our special guest, Michelle Brinson, it's your girl Diva Ebony B. Mom, you're now tuned in live to the Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. Let's go.
Young, black, and gold. Young, black, and free. Young, black, and proud. Young, black is me. Young, black, and gifted. Young, black, and gold. Young, black, and powerful. So the story's told. Black and gold is we, black is beautiful. Gold is what they want, gold is what we are. African diaspora, the history start with us. Distant relatives of far, deep Nesha, maybe Artie. Young, black and gold. Young, black and gold. Young, black and gold. We come from royalty. We are some kings and queens. Don't let them teach you other knowledge roots the tree. No need to hate each other. Let's find some unity. Let's organize for wealth, build our community.
welcome back, y'all. It's your girl Diva Avenue V. You're now tuned in live to Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. I got my special guest here, Michelle Brinson, and we're talking about the journey of strength. She is celebrating today, March the 15th, 1 year, alcohol free. Liz got it out the mud, honey. You got it out the mud. I'm super excited for you. And big shout out to everybody that's tuned in. If you are on YouTube, let me just make sure, because if you are on YouTube, you can comment. If you go to YouTube on the live page, just click on the show. And once you click on the show, you should have the option to get into the live chat. That's the live chat room, and show us some love. I love you all that's here, and we got a lot of people that's in there, so I want to make sure you're able to get all your flowers, Michelle. If you go ahead and comment in there, it will definitely pull up on our comment section, and we can go from there. There's spoken. Looky, man, you doing the thing, man. I'm super proud of you. Now, even though, let's get back to my questions, because you know I got questions, girl. Now, the glow up is real, you know, but I want to talk about life after liquor, because a lot of people, you know, we celebrate the 1 year of being alcohol free, but they don't know that, you know, a lot of people just say, oh yeah, I got sober, and everything is hunky dory, and it's not always hunky dory for everybody, but it can be hunky dory for everybody. But my first question is, how do you feel mentally, emotionally, and physically after 1 year of being alcohol free?
Mentally, I'm still in a blur. Have things, you know, lightened up for me some, yeah. I'm not as worried about, you know, offending people as I used to be, because I actually think about what I say before I say it. So, but mentally, I'm relearning myself. So I'm actually figuring out who I am and what I want to do and where I want to go in life, and a lot of praying is helping with that. So mentally, I'm a little off, but I'm there. I'm focused. So I can say that. Physically, I'm glad I don't have those what is it called, bowel moments. I'm so happy that I don't wake up sick in the morning anymore. Like, I was literally killing myself. I was tearing all my insides up. Emotionally, I have my up and down moments. I do, and you know, I listen to a lot of gospel, and I have a lot of alone time with my thoughts, and you know, figuring things out and figuring out how I feel about things before I pursue them. So I'm taking a lot of time. I'm taking it easy, and I'm going based off of God instead of going based off of Michelle. So I'm doing it a lot different this go around. This is to me is my second chance at life where I can do it properly. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than the first time.
Say words. Say it loud for the people in the back. I love that you said you feel like you're getting a second chance at life. You know, you feel like this is your second win. And for that has built a lot of your confidence and how you feel, you know, how you've been able to operate. And you said you're doing this with God. You're not doing this off of how you feel, like off my emotions. So, how did you notice the shift in your confidence, your energy, and your mindset? Like, what was that like for you? When did you notice that?
I'm still feeling that shift. I mean, it hasn't completely. It's not completed. Every day is different. Every day I'm maneuvering different and learning different ways of doing things. So all that is still shifting for me. And nothing is concrete yet. Nothing.
All right. Well, we're talking about life as liquor. What's the biggest benefit of being liquor free?
I actually have money now. I can I can do I can do events with my girls. Like I'm not always looking. I'm not always looking to go run and get it. Like that was the thing. That was the first thing I thought about when I woke up. The last thing I thought about when I went to sleep. It was a constant thought and a constant mover. Like I had it with me everywhere I went. It wasn't nowhere that I went that I did not have liquor. Nowhere. So it's the I have more money now. It's I'm not chasing it because honestly, that's what I was doing. I was chasing it, and it just made me realize that was just something that I did not need, no matter how much I thought I did. I thought it made me who I was,
Mm.
and it absolutely was not me. And that was the whole thing. It was making me opposite of who I was.
Well, I definitely love that, and I'm glad that you will put some money back in your pocket when you're not giving it to something that can become so very obsessive in your life. And I think we've all had experienced that, and it feels good to have some savings and to be able to do things with your children and with your family, and having some type of security and stability, even no matter how big or small it is. That feels good. Like I
Yeah.
know how that feels. When I stopped smoking weed, I was like, damn, I got a lot more money than what I used to. And then when I stopped what they call it, retail therapy, I wasn't necessarily dealing with my emotions and how I felt in that moment and regulating myself. I would just go spend the money on food or on alcohol or on weed or on clothes and wigs. Lord knows I had a wig for every feeling that I felt. And it was like, yo, this ain't it. It's not gonna make anything different. So I love that you shared that, man. If you guys are tuning in live right here on YouTube, you can go ahead and post your comment in the live chat. We'll pull it up on the screen. We really appreciate you being here. All you gotta do if you're here on YouTube and you click on the live show, just go ahead and look at the bottom of the screen where it says live chat and give your comments and your feedback. It's your girl Diva Ebony C. I'm here with my special guest, Michelle Brinson. We're talking about celebrating 1 year liquor free. Blow up on this journey. Like this is what we're talking about. Women Michelle, no hold on. Keep your foot on their neck, honey.
I'm trying to
Yes.
behave now. I'm trying to behave now.
Now for those women, now we're going into like advice for other women that's ready to level up, or other men. It doesn't just have to be women, just other men, people who are looking to level up, people who are about to make that decision. Like, what would you tell a woman who's thinking about quitting alcohol but afraid to take that leap?
Pray.
Mm.
I'm telling you, pray. I I laid in the bed and I cried. I cried for 2 days. I decided to quit my job, and I had an out of body experience. It was like I was looking at myself live my life,
Mm.
and I lay there and I prayed. I said, God, I can't do this anymore. This is not who I am. This is not who you called me to be. I'm asking you. I'm begging you. And I prayed. I prayed for days before it finally came to fruition. He wanted to make sure I was ready. So you got to say, if you go into God, you have to be ready, because if you're not ready, it's not going to work out for you, because you'll make any excuse to slip back into it. So you pray, pray and pray and pray and pray and keep on praying.
Pray your way through. Pray your way through the breakthrough.
Pray, pray. I'm telling you, prayer is going to be your best friend. Praying got me through a lot of tough times.
Mm. And speaking of prayer, I wanted to share this beautiful prayer with you and with the viewers and all of you out there from Justify. Big shout out to Justify. She has, and make sure you check the queen out, but she has this wonderful prayer um, that she did, and I'm going to share it with you guys right now. Let me go ahead and pull it up really quick. Here it is.
thank you for this day. My mouth is only filled with your praise. So I come before you to lift my sisters and my brothers in prayer today. I sense the heaviness by the enemy that is trying to put them down, push them to the fence with nonsense filled with offense, trying to discourage, fill them up with anger. I won't lie, he's so annoying, but then again, I got your anointing. We have your power to stand and not surrender. No weapons formed against them shall prosper. I cancel and demolish all strongholds by your precious name and blood. Our power and authority to punch Satan in the face with every day with our faith. I cancel all attempts to shut my sisters and my brothers down. I command all fear to get out, drown, and never come around. I yank strongholds from the root that keep them feeling helpless. The enemy was destroyed by Jesus' death and resurrection. The sneaky enemy keeps showing up, whispering lies, twisting truth, attempting to inflate selfish pride. I'm declaring the devil and his demons lies today. I command them to leave you in Jesus' name. Greater is he that's in us than he that's in this world. Says his word that's sharper than a two-edged sword. Be filled with that powerful confidence, dress in that armor, and learn to move in silence. As a daughter to her father, I ask right now that your presence falls over my sisters and brothers. Pure revival, deliverance, healing. I command wisdom, discernment, so they won't be caught off guard by that silly serpent. Together, Lord, we will win, because in truth you already have. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Now go ahead and give your arms a stretch to Jesus where you find rest. Stop with all that stress, you are too blessed by the best. Don't be in competition, only in missions. Speak truth and never fiction. When you move, flow in the spirit. The old juice should never be missing. Now open your mouth and allow your Father's words to start speaking. Get familiar with who you are in his kingdom. Understanding identity is an eternal key. There is an identity crisis in the body of Christ. God's plan was never for us to be filled with Satan lies. You're filled with the spirit that makes Satan cry. You need to understand that what was bought when he was crucified. May my prayer open your eyes, and that you understand all you need is who lives inside. A flowing river, a word engraved in your heart, that's so alive, ready to give you eternal life. I declare all these things over your life right now in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. I'm justified, no more lies, no more lies.
Shout out to Justify for that amazing prayer. Nikki, if you didn't get it, don't worry. I'll go ahead and send it to you. I already got it loaded up for you, baby. You can even stay on the spot, on the grind. You're now tuned in live to Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. I am your host, Diva Ebony D. Moss. I got my special guest here, Michelle Brinson, with me. We got comments coming up. I see you. Auntie said I figured it out. Big shout out to you, Auntie. I'm glad that you figured out how to do it. Love you, baby. You deserve to be here. And if you guys need social love, please feel free to do so. Comment in the comment section. You know, one thing that I want to give you a lot of credit for, and your flowers for, Michelle, is being consistent. You have had multiple times where you could have went back, and it's been one of those times that, you know, you say, yeah, I'm about to do it, but you didn't, but then you did. And this year has been a challenging year for you. You have received challenges as a mother, as an individual, as in your professional, you know, just people agitating you and getting on your nerves, and you could have chose any reason to go out there and move forward to go ahead and take that dream. But you say, you know what? I'm more valuable than this. I need more than this for me to decide that, you know, I want to start drinking again. It wasn't necessary, you know, and that's what I want to share with you guys in the audience is just know your worth. Know you are valuable. Know that you are important. Know that this can mean so much to you, that you can have what God has for you. You can do it. Like, you can break through. You don't have to keep giving up your life and keep giving up your self-esteem or doing these generational curses or keep going out there and drinking and just wasting your money. It's okay for you to pray. Get in a place of silence. Get in a place of position to just pray and trust God, because he has it for you. If he can do it for Michelle, he can do it for you. If he can do it for me, he can do it for you. This is a journey. It does not happen overnight. Michelle was dealing with, you know, alcoholism for almost 28 years, 2 decades. So just imagine what God can do if you allow him. I'm going to bring out Um, some comments here says, "Oh, shout out to Annette Ramsey. Thank you, Auntie. I'm so proud of you, Auntie. Thank you so much, Auntie. I appreciate that." And also, and then say, "I love my team." Yes, it takes a team. It definitely takes a team to get this done. You can't get it done without your team. You're going to need your support system. That's truly important. So, Nikki, I want to again congratulate you on that. Like, this is big. I know it's big for you, but it's big for us. Uh, Auntie Annette made a comment. She said, "I'm so proud of you, Michelle."
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. I love you.
Man, it feels good, and you want to make yourself proud, and you want to make your family proud. And Michelle, I believe that you have done that. I know we tell you all the time that we're proud of you and we support you, but you showed up so we can show out for you and the girls. My next question is: now that we got the life after liquor, we got the good, bad, and the glow up. How are your babies doing? Like, what change have you seen in them, if any change?
Well, the youngest one, she's happy because she gets to spend more time with me. So she's like my little. She's truly my mini me. With the oldest, we still got some working out to do. I know our relationship isn't the best that it can be, and I can understand and overstand some of it and why, because I did play a major part in it. So that's a work in progress, and we praying to God on it, and we working through it, and we pulling it through, and I'm not giving up on her, and she's not giving up on me. So I'm more present, and I believe they're both very happy about because I was there, but I wasn't there. So they got me body, mind, and spirit.
Mm, come on, two steps, two steps. Uh, now we're going into advice for other women who's ready to level up. What resources, routines, or support help you through this journey?
It was my family, honestly, truthfully. My family stuck right by me. They didn't give up on me. They didn't quit on me. They didn't push me aside. They didn't throw me away. They made sure that they knew that I knew that I was loved and that I had my village behind me. And it's really been my family. They've been my rock. Honestly, when it was time for me to go to rehab, my sister was there to make sure the girls was good. My daddy was there, my cousins. I had backup. Everybody was ready and everybody was in line, waiting their turn. Like they were just so excited to get them. They was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay, okay. I got him this time. I got him this time. I got him. Okay, what we gonna do?" So it's been my family and it's been God. Honestly,
Oh, I love that. There's not a lot of people who have these resources. They don't have the family unit that you have. They don't have the support. And they don't have it where they can go off to rehab and someone sees their children, or they actually um, won't come back. I know you shared with me one time when you were in rehab, but of course you didn't like it. Nobody liked it. But there was a situation where somebody asks you, where are you going to another shelter after here, or are you going somewhere after here? Share that experience with us. I want them to know.
yeah, I was. It brought me to reality because I didn't have to get to my lowest to be able to overcome. So for a lot of people, they get to their lowest, and I'm not thinking about that because I'm not in that situation. So I told one of the staff members, I was like, "Yeah, I get to go home tomorrow," and they was like, "Oh, where you going?" I said, "I'm going home." They was like, "Oh, you got a home?" I was like, "Yeah." But then I looked around and I came to realize a lot of people had nowhere to go. A
Mm.
lot of people came off the streets, or a lot of people came from around places where they didn't need to go back to. So I was very, very blessed to be able to go home. to go back to my kids. You to be, to have that continued support without having to worry about, okay, well, what am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? Where am I going to sleep? A lot of people got to go back out and worry about that. And I was just in awe that they asked me. I was like, huh? I gave you an address, but then I had to realize everybody give addresses. They don't make them theirs.
Mm. Now that's real talk right there. Thank you for being transparent and sharing that with us. My last question is, what's next for you on this path of growth?
I'm waiting for God to tell me. I know that sounds corny and cliche, but I am. I am going along with the flow. I'm not pressing anything. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not stepping out until I get that touch. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. He
Mm.
got me dibbling dabbling in a couple of things. I did Uber for probably about, I think, 8 months. It was like 8 to 10 months. I was doing Uber. He set me down from that. So I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see where he's ready to take me next. But I know I get a lot of time in with my family, and that's something I missed out on. So I'm very happy that I do get this sit down time, and my family's very understanding, especially my auntie. It was some things she ain't know. She right know now, but that, yeah. So, but she's very understanding, and I just love her. She been riding with me and sticking it through. I mean, listen, she auntie the great for a reason, okay?
One.
She auntie the great for a reason, and that's my baby.
Man, that woman right there is truly amazing.
Amazing.
When I say Annette Ramsey is truly amazing, I can remember, like, even just what you guys see right now, like my whole entrepreneurship journey, my businesses, my podcast, everything that you see that consists of business, she was the first businesswoman I ever seen in my life. And I'll never forget it. I was probably like Mama our age. I said, when I grow up, I want to be like my auntie Netman. Like, she has done some incredible things. She's history. So it makes me proud, and this is why representation is so important. This is why, you must take care of your matriarch in the family. When that woman called, we coming. It don't matter
Yeah.
what.
No
I
matter
don't.
what it is,
We are coming.
we
Whatever it is.
coming.
But just to see her be so incredible and authentic in her way, and just so smart and so driven, and so damn fly and
Yeah.
cool. Her elevation game is incredible, and she's still doing this to this day. So I honestly, I want to take the time out to give you your flowers, because she held us together.
Yeah.
She is glue. Like, she was the glue when she didn't even know she was going to be the glue. Then we got a little scattered, but then she brought us all back together.
Yep.
And literally, we are all back together because of her. So, Auntie, thank you so much. And
Thank
you
you,
being,
Auntie. You are the best.
man, you the best. Mwah. Know that these are the seeds that you planted, and we are the flowers that have bloomed with your sacrifice and your dedication, man. Any final thoughts, Michelle? I want to get final thoughts as we get ready to wrap it up here in the lounge.
I got two things. If you're serious about changing your life and you really want to give up any addiction, go to God. Go to
Mm.
Him, talk to Him, and it might be a couple of conversations, it might be a couple of months later, it might be a decade later. But if you're serious, go to God and talk to Him and pray about it. And two, from the bottom of my heart, if I have ever done anything to wrong you, if I ever spoke bad about you, if I have ever done anything that was against you, I sincerely apologize. I'm here to talk, and I apologize 100%. And I pray that you can forgive me.
Amen, amen to that, man. Michelle, your story is powerful, and I know it's going to inspire so many women, so many people out there. Thank you for coming through and keeping it real. Thank you for being transparent. And you're welcome back at Diva Spot Lounge anytime you want, honey. You dig?
Yes, yes. We're going to go for the second anniversary.
Yay! Oh, That would be great every year. Let's run it up, and bring your friends and bring the friends with you, man. We want you guys to overcome and recover. We want you to go on this journey, man. It's your girl Diva SB. You're now tuned in live to Diva Spot Podcast Lounge. I want to thank you guys for being here and sharing and allowing Michelle to share her journey and being with us. Look forward to more shows like this, more powerful people, more things going on. Like, look forward for this. It's going down. So, ladies, if this episode spoke to you, share it with another queen. Share it with a king. You know, who might need to hear it, who might need to see this. And as always, stay bold, stay beautiful, and keep leveling up. It's your girl Diva Ebony B. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. If you are looking for media podcast production, if you're looking for branding and creative design, if you're looking for entertainment consulting or beauty and lifestyle and empowerment, as well as you're looking for an event host or a public speaker, be sure to hit me up. You can call me directly at 903-441-3973, or you can send me an email at divaspotent@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out my blog on www.divaspot.blogspot.com. And you can follow me on Instagram at Diva Ebony B. Again, that's Diva Ebony B. You guys see God first, family second, and career third. And until we meet again, keep your skincare right and your front lace tight. I'm out, y'all.